This one Social Security mistake could cost you $100,000 over the course of your life. And that mistake is claiming at the incorrect time. So now the real question comes, when should you claim? Should you claim at 62, at 67, at 70, maybe another age? What is the right age to claim, and is there a golden age, meaning an age that is best for everyone to claim at? So as we get into it, we need to understand some of the various concepts with Social Security. So with Social Security, the earliest you can claim and start receiving income is 62 years old, if assuming you're not disabled. If you're disabled, you can claim it earlier, but the earliest you can claim is 62 years old. Now, every year you wait, that monthly benefit gets higher and higher until you reach age 70. Age 70 is the latest you can wait to claim, and that is also what's known as the max benefit. Now, age 67 is known as the full retirement age. That's the baseline that everything else is based off of. So, another concept that it's important to understand, every year you do not claim Social Security is a year of income that you have not received. What do I mean by that? You can start taking it at 62, right? If you wait until 63, you did not receive Social Security income for that first year, from 62 to 63. So yes, the monthly benefit is higher by waiting to 63, but you also did not receive Social Security income for that year. So what we then look at is the break-even analysis, which looks at, okay, if I wait till age 70, and yes, I'm getting a higher monthly benefit, but I foregone 8 years of income, how long will it take me of receiving that age 70 benefit in order to make a profit, basically, in order to have received more money than if I claimed at 62? And so that's the thing a lot of people don't take into account, is that yes, your monthly benefit is higher by waiting, but you also have foregone years of income. That doesn't mean taking it at age 62 is the right age to take it. Doesn't mean it's wrong either. It just means this is a nuanced topic, and you have to really understand all of these various principles so that you can make the right decision. And so what we look at is this. Let's say you're age 61, you're entering the retirement years, you're debating when you should take it. There's a few questions you should ask yourself. Number one, do I anticipate working full time, making more than $24,000 a year after I hit age 62? When do I want to stop working? So if the answer to that is yes, you probably shouldn't take it at age 62, because there is a Social Security penalty. Meaning, if you are working prior to age 67, you're working full time, and you're receiving Social Security, they're going to penalize you $1 for every $2 you earn above that minimum mark, which is $24,600, about there. So what I usually tell people is, hey, you're going to be making $40,000 a year. Don't take Social Security while you're working. It makes no sense, because you're taking it at the earliest, which means you're getting the lowest monthly benefits. But then on top of that, the government is additionally penalizing. So it's likely not going to be worth it. Now, if you're not working, if, hey, I'm retiring on my 62nd birthday, I know I'm not going to be working full time, then you're good to go. Even if you're getting a pension or whatnot, because that Social Security penalty only applies to earned income. Now, the question becomes a question also of longevity. So I know a number of people who they say, hey, both my parents lived till 95, my grandparents lived till 90. Obviously, there's no way to tell the future. But if you've got a good idea that you think you're going to live to 90, then taking it later can pay off, because you have enough time for that extra monthly benefit to make up for those income payments that you did not receive. So what we've done here, we got an example for you here. And so this is just, as you can see here, test client. This is someone who is 61 now and is going to be turning 62 on January 1st of next year. So here we have over their life, and what we always want to do when we're going through these analysis, we always have to put a life expectancy in there, because that is such a big part. So in this example, this person, we're assuming they're going to live to 81. This is a single filer. For this $2,500 benefit here, this is the benefit they would receive at full retirement, which, if we remember, is age 67. So in this example here, we have them taking it at 62. You see they're going to receive $1,804 a month. Assuming they live for those 19 years, they're going to receive about $516,728 over the course of their lifetime. So we're just going in through basic examples here of just overall, someone lives to a certain age, when should they take it? You see here, this person lives into the same person, same scenario. Now you're probably wondering here, all right, it says $2,500 at full retirement, but then down here it says it's $2,899 if they take it at age 67. I thought they were the same thing. They are. And so when you get your Social Security statement or your estimates, when you go on SSA.gov, this is very important. So remember, this person is 61. This $2,500, this is the amount they would receive based on their work history if they were age 67 today. The reason that it is $2,899 down here when they actually get to 67 is because of that inflation adjustment. So over the next 5 or 6 years, that $2,500 is going to be adjusted for inflation every year, and we project that by the time they actually get to 67, it's $2,899 a month. Assuming, again, they live to 81, they take it at 67, they'd receive $574,692. So that's more than if they took it at 62, which tells us the break-even point is lower than age 80. And we're going to get to the break-even in a little while, but that tells us the break-even is probably around 76 or 77. Meaning, if you live to that age, you've made the right decision. You've made more money from Social Security than if you would, even though you foregone those years of income, you've made more money from Social Security by waiting in that scenario. Now, here's an interesting one. Same scenario, but they wait until 70. Now, this is only $5,000 more than if they would have taken it at age 67. This break even, this is barely broken even because of this life expectancy. They haven't really, they've made more, but just probably in their last year of life, they finally broke even. And so what this tells us as well is that if you're going to have a lower life expectancy, the longer you wait, the less benefit you're going to receive from the Social Security. Because here's another thing to take into account. This person has $5,000 more in benefits from the person who took it at 67, but that other person was able to enjoy that money in their 60s and having fun with it. Who do you think made the better use of that money? That's the other thing to take into account is a life expectancy. I'm going to zoom this in here a little bit. What we have here is a break-even analysis. And so this green line here, this is if you took it at age 62, all the way over here. This red line is if you took it at 70. This dark blue line is if you took it at 69. This other line here is if you took it at 67. So as you can see here, this green line early on, and for honestly a long time, starts to really win. So if you waited until 66, they would not break even until about age 75. So it would take 9 years of receiving those benefits for that to have been a good decision, for monetarily, purely monetarily. But let's go over to the last example here. If you waited until 70, when do you break even against taking it at 62? You'd have to live till about 77. So 7 years, but as you can see, because you went without 8 years of Social Security income, it's going to take you about that time of those increased paychecks in order to make that back up. So it's not as simple of, oh, why would you not wait? Because if you wait, you're getting a little bit more a month, but you have to make back all that extra income that you did not receive. And so this is where that $100,000 mistake comes in. Because all of a sudden, let's say this person here, they take it at 70, something happens, and let's look at right here. Something happens, they pass away at 75. Guess what? You lost out on $100,000 from the government. Nothing you can do about it either. There's no beneficiaries for that. If you have a spouse, they could claim survivor's benefits, but in this example, this is a single filer. You just lost out on $100,000. So that's why it's very important to understand all the factors. When do I want to retire? What is my life expectancy? Do I have longevity in my family? Do I need the money? And so making an ill-advised decision could cost you $100,000. And so that's really what we wanted to talk about here today. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave your comments down below and subscribe if you like this video. And if you'd like one of these reports, we put these out for free for everybody. So there's a link in the description. Just click on that. You can complete your report and get your information how it pertains to your situation. Other than that, this is for Tyler Nowotny. Have a great rest of your day.